Hello, Rabbi. It's a sad day, as one of my favorite quotes from Watership Down says, "My heart is with the thousand because my friend has stopped running today." And Pope Francis was beyond a spiritual leader, a friend to the world. Many people regarded him as a warm and caring person.
Yeah, he was a spiritual leader and he transcended borders and different faiths. Uh, Perhaps it was his commitment to the poor, his calls for environmental responsibility. He fostered interfaith dialogue. You know, he reached out to the Jewish community in the same tradition as John Paul. And we're very grateful in the Jewish community because of his friendship between Catholics and Jews and his stand against anti-Semitism.
He was not about ritual, he was not about dogma. He was a man who cared for his flock.
And he also chose to live not in the traditional Pope's palace or rooms. He lived in a more modest abode. And he often went to have dinner at local restaurants. And he truly lived to the greater glory of God.
Even to his last days, the last moment on Easter Sunday, when he was so sick, he actually couldn't meet with people that wanted to meet with him, and he couldn't deliver his Easter message because his voice was too far gone. But he still got in a car and drove around St. Peter's Square to bless the crowds because they'd come for many, many miles and all over the world to see him and receive that benediction. He'll be missed, but how should he be remembered?
As a graduate of Boston College, I have to point out that Pope Francis was a Jesuit. And what we were watching was his being a Jesuit. That's what he brought, being a pastor, being concerned with people, and not with the scrupulosity of fulfilling ritual or doing it this way or that way. And I think what we really saw were the was the pastor. And he's going to be missed. And I hope that the individual that becomes the new pope will continue with the tradition that Pope Francis started by being not just a religious leader, but truly a pastor and someone that spoke to everyone and not just to the Roman Catholic Church.
Well, I always end these recordings by thanking you, Rabbi, for your inspiration and guidance. But I have to add on that Pope Francis, although I did not say it often or often enough, was a great inspiration to me as well. So thank you both. You for the continuing guidance you give me, and the Pope for the memory of all the wonderful things he did.
May Pope Francis's memory be a blessing, and may we all honor him by continuing to build bridges, pursue justice, and lead the world with love.